Hey everyone! Well, we're here. We're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we will be talking about Arbonne. The video we will be reacting to is an opportunity call or a discovery call, discover Arbonne call, which is what Arbonne specifically calls their opportunity call, which is basically just them over-exaggerating how amazing it is to be a part of Arbonne, and of course also underplaying just how much work is required when you join this MLM. They always just make it seem so easy, so fun, so heartfelt, and just you're in it for the love of the product, and that's all it takes in order to be successful. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description below for all my fun links. I have links to my Patreon, my channel members, my anti-MLM playlist, my social medias, and an email you can send content to that if you ever find it while scrolling any of the many forms of social media, you can send it over there. Alright, and with all of that said, let's get started.
Well, hello everyone and welcome. We're super excited about today, this morning. We're going to try and make this, fairly short. It doesn't always go that way, but we will try to respect your time. So thank you to everyone who's tuning in after. It sometimes makes a little bit more sense just to do a recording and send it anyway. So hopefully you're watching this in the comfort of your own home and you find this helpful and you learn a little bit from this. Really, we just wanted to share a little bit more about this opportunity and company because we love it and we've really found that it has given us a lot of choices and opportunity. So we're going to share a little bit about our stories and then just a little bit more about the company and what it has to offer. And we just encourage you guys to listen with an open mind. Social networking can often have a bad rep, so...
Okay, no. Social networking does not get a bad rap. It's MLMs that have a bad rap because you guys over-exaggerate how amazing this opportunity is, all the things that can come with it. You over-exaggerate, and that's what gets you the bad rap. And then when people get in and they make no money and they actually lose money, that's the problem. It has nothing to do with social networking. A bunch of people do that for their businesses, for their social media platforms, for their whatever it is, for just regular businesses. Like, that's fine. It's when it comes to an MLM and you basically lie to people in these discovery calls, these opportunity calls, about the limited amount of work that you have to do, how amazing your life has changed because of it, and the person watching could also have this life-changing experience. That's when it gets a bad rap because you over-exaggerate. It has nothing to do with just social networking. Like, what a way to go about it.
Just if you have any questions, we would love to hear them after. We're here to answer any and all of them. And just encourage you to listen to it from like a fresh mindset and just as a place of learning more so that you can decide if it's something that is a fit for you or not. So a little bit about me. I'm going to explain her story. But basically, I said yes to this business when I first graduated nursing. Actually, I realized really quickly that I was going to be burnt out very quickly, and I did not want to be doing nursing full time. I also at the time was struggling a lot with some gut health issues, was in the process of possibly being diagnosed with Crohn's. And so I was presented this opportunity and actually said yes right away because I knew that I was looking for another stream of income, but I also really loved the idea of our 30-day program. And I knew that what the doctors and everything were saying was not helping, so I wanted to try something new. And you guys, sorry for the sniffles, I have a cold right now. I did this 30-day program and it honestly changed my life. Like, that sounds cliche, but it really did. And that is why I'm in the business today. I was free of symptoms within 2 weeks, and I hadn't been for like 4 years. My husband actually has psoriasis. His psoriasis was gone. Our energy levels were insanely good. Our clarity was really good. And I didn't even know that this was a thing, to be honest. Like, you hear brain fog, and I felt like I was fine. But just the clarity and the ability to like articulate.
Is she making health claims? Is that what I'm getting from this? Because that's the feeling that I'm getting, is that Arbonne's 30 days to healthy living changed both her and her husband's medical problems, which you can't make those health claims.
And come up with like ideas and words and conversation was night and day. And then yes, symptoms were gone within 2 weeks. And I didn't feel like I had weight to lose, but I did lose 10 pounds in that month. And I wasn't changing how I was exercising. You guys, I was completely just changed how I was eating. And I was not somebody who was
Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of weight loss is due to what you're eating. So if you're going from eating maybe more processed foods to switching to more whole foods, there is a correlation. It has nothing to do with Arbonne. It just has to do with science.
eating fast foods, drinking, smoking. Like, I don't smoke, I barely drink. And I was eating meals that I thought were super healthy, but we just eliminated inflammatory foods. And really, that's our program is meant to help you learn how to live a healthy lifestyle through whole foods and something that's
I mean, that's not unique to Arbonne. That is something that I think a lot of people know about. But the fact that she's making it seem like Arbonne specifically came up with this unique, never heard before program of eating whole foods. Wow, thanks Arbonne. Never heard that before.
sustainable. So this really was, and I saw a really big difference. And I just started like sharing with people. First, it started with family, trickling down to family, then close friends. Um, and then I started realizing that I was doing the business and I was making money off of that. And that's really just how this business started for me.
It's not really doing the business if all of your commission is just from friends and family. That's not really doing the business, because like if your whole business is only being supported by friends and family, then I just view that as a hobby. I mean, it's a good way to maybe start and see if people are interested in the product that you're selling. This is of course outside of an MLM. It's really good, and it's nice of friends and family to support that. But I would never say like I'm a business owner because my friends and family have bought products from me. At least me personally, I just view that as more of a hobby than like a career or a business.
And I thought, okay, well, I'm sharing this and I am building a business off of this. Obviously, to build a bigger business, I just need to share with more people. So I quickly started to urbanize my home and I started using the skincare, the cosmetics. So I had, I could see and share what I liked. Um, Obviously I'm biased. Another reason why I have stayed with this company, love this company, but I love the skincare, I love the cosmetics. So it was easy for me to share. And you guys were already sharing so much that you don't even realize. You're all social networking. You're telling people about your favorite movie, and then someone goes and sees that. How many times do you go on Instagram and you see someone posting, their knockoff Lulu tights? And so with the Amazon link, and then someone goes and buys that. Like, you don't make money for that. So to be able to do that, with your business is pretty incredible.
But you said they. I mean, wait. Did you say you post your Amazon link and then you don't make money from that? Like, if you are a part of Amazon's affiliate program and somebody buys something through your link, then you will get a little bit of commission from that. So you will make money from sharing about specific products. And you only make money if people click on the link and purchase something. You don't make money by just sharing about it, by just talking about it. And they are so vague about that. It's like, you're already doing it all the time. Why not make money from it? It's like, the chances of you making money by just talking about it is probably about as much of a chance as you not making money from talking about it. Like, you probably will not make any money from just talking about it. Like, you have to like have conversations with people. Like, somebody just seeing somebody talk about a movie, maybe they'll go and see it, maybe they'll be interested in it, but people are more likely to probably go see that movie if they have a conversation about it and it's something that they already are interested in seeing. It's not just like, oh, my friend talked about a movie, better go see it. People are not like that. It's just, and also, we have this conversation a lot. just because people are sharing stuff does not mean they want to make money from it, that they desire to make money from it. And also, you kind of lose a little bit of authenticity when you're posting about something because you want to make money from it. Like, it's like, okay, well, I know you want to make money from it, and that's why you're talking about it so much. Like, it's very obvious, and I can see through that, versus somebody just sharing a Starbucks drink, talking about a movie, talking about their favorite TV show, talking about a comfortable pair of leggings. Like, that is just within passing and just talking about it, versus somebody constantly, multiple times a day, talking about a specific product. It's like, okay, you're clearly trying to make money from me by sharing about it. It's like, you don't make money by just sharing about it, because if that was the case, then every single post that you made about Arbonne, you'd get a little bit of kickback, and that doesn't happen.
Fast forward, I was nursing part-time and doing Arbonne part-time, and I was always bringing in an income with both, and it was pretty amazing because I could do, what I loved also while just running my Arbonne business kind of in and around how my life fit. And it really is not complicated, you guys. It's just getting in front of people and sharing with people the things that you like. And there's going to be people that are going to like the same things. There's going to be people that don't, but there's going to be people that do. And so my husband and I were able to take 6 months off. We went traveling. And 2 months after I came home, I promoted to the second level of 4. And at that point, that just made me realize, like, there's a big opportunity here. And at that level, I was making a nursing wage. So because we were like saving for a house and stuff, I was still working nursing, but I could have not. And that's pretty amazing. So now,
What if you deranked? What if you quit your nursing job and then you deranked because 6 people underneath you decided, I don't know how many people they need underneath them to get to whatever rank in Arbonne, and let's just say 6 people leave. Then you derank, which you have no control over. You have absolutely no control over if those people stay or go. And now you've deranked, and therefore you don't make as much money as you previously were. That's a scary position to be in. That's why you should not just quit your job that you have and be like, well, I'm making the same money, so I'm gonna quit, and this is totally reliable, because you never know. It is so up in the air, and it's a very scary position to put yourself in.
where I am is I've kind of been in and out, working part-time nursing, working part-time Arbonne, and now I'm a mom, you guys, and I both are in this situation, and I'm like, I do not want to go back to work. Like, I want to be with my baby. And I think it's so important also to have a purpose and to be able to have something that I'm working towards that's solely me and not, just the household, is really empowering. And I know that I don't want to be going back to work right now. Who knows? Maybe in 5 years, maybe in 3 years, I'll want to do that. And maybe I'll want to do it part-time, but to have that option and to be able to put, my daughter in daycare a few days a week and decide on the days that maybe I want to pick up casual, maybe I don't. It's really scary to think that you don't have other options. And right now, knowing that I have Arbonne and I can just work this business, share with more people, and that can be my avenue for an income for right now.
You're making it seem like just talking about it makes you money. And that's not the case. This is what I have such a problem with in opportunity calls, is how basic and simple they make the business seem. It's like, I just, talk about Arbonne. I just share it with more people and I make money. That's not the case. It really is not that easy. It really isn't, because the numbers in every MLM would reflect that if that was the case. And it's like, they make it seem so simple. They make it seem so, oh my God, I want to be in that position. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. And this person is saying I can do that. If I just join Arbonne, I just talk to people about it, I too can be at home with my child. That is what she's making it out to seem, and that is extremely misleading. And then we get into these team calls where they spend hours and hours and hours talking about the same thing over and over and over again, telling people if they care about this business, if they care about being a leader, they will be a part of this, they will always be here at this time, and they will be a part of every team call, and they will be sharing this on social media, and they'll be posting 8 times a day. And it's like, they're not talking about that in this because they don't want to scare people away from the amount of work that they actually have to do in order to make any sort of money.
And what I plan to do with this is grow this big enough to a point where I don't have to be nursing and I can just dabble in it if I want. But so that when...
Wait, didn't she say, though, that she's making the same amount of income as her nursing jobs?
Like this, there's a big opportunity here. And at that level, I was making a nursing wage. So
she could quit, and she did say that she would quit. She said the only reason she isn't is because they're saving up for a house, so they have double income. But she said that she could quit it. And now she's saying that she wants to work her Arbonne business up to where she can quit it? Maybe she means full-time, like if she was a nurse full-time. So she wants to do it that way. So like instead of nursing and Arbonne, she wants to do just Arbonne. Maybe that's what she means. But I got confused because she said I could quit if I wanted to. I'm just choosing not to. See, again, misleading and confusing.
You know, Christmas comes around or summer comes around or spring break, my husband's a teacher. We can go on vacations. We can do these things that we want. You know, we can build our dream home. We can do the things that we wanted to do without having to worry about working for 6 months towards it because we're trying to save money and then play catch up. So having this opportunity has not only increased our health, our awareness around health and wellness, but also our financial opportunities. And that is incredible. And that is why I love to share this opportunity. So that's kind of me. And I always say that I'm going to make it short, and it never ends up being that way. But anyway, you want to share yours?
Yes. Sorry, I just have my heater on beside me. Is it too loud? You can turn it off. Okay, my basement is freezing.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, I just love hearing your story. Like every time I hear it, I'm like so into it. I'm like, oh yeah. Like it's
good.
It's so exciting. So yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about me. Oh my God, for those of you who don't know me, I am a district manager in Arbonne, and I live in Whitehorse, Yukon. So yeah.
Let's just check what rank that makes her. Okay, so it looks like 63% of people are in the first rank of Arbonne and 25% are in the second rank, being district manager, so where she is. So she is in 25% of the company, and their median annual earnings are $1,250. Even if she was making in the top 50 average, that's like what, a little more than $1,000 a month, and then that doesn't even account for all of the expenses of having to buy the Arbonne products every single month. So that's not really great. And again, that's only 25% of the company is making that much. And then the next rank is area manager, 8%. And their median annual earnings is $7,000. $7,000. And again, even top 50 average, $36,000 a year. So $3,000 a month, and I can't even imagine the amount of money that they are spending to get to this rank. It has to be absurd. And then we have 3% of the company and 1% of the company. Really looking at Arbonne, 1% of the company is the one to be in, the one making the most money. Surprise, surprise.
Kind of my story, how I got introduced to the company. I think it was like 4 years ago now, which is crazy.
You're only I guess the second rank of the company, and you've been in the company for 4 years? How? This is not... People don't have 4 years to make $12.50 in an entire year. I mean, I made it sound like it's $12.50, which could be take-home profit, so good for them. But averaging $1,250 before expenses. 4 years to do that. No.
Actually introduced me to it. She had messaged me a couple days before we did this call, and she said, hey, and I knew she was an RN, and I was...
Or did she say she's known about Arbonne for 4 years? Let me go back.
I am a district manager in Arbonne, and I live in Whitehorse, Yukon. So yeah, kind of my story, how I got introduced to the company. I think it was like 4 years ago now, which is crazy.
Okay, she just knew about Arbonne 4 years ago. Okay, I totally misunderstood. Totally misunderstood. But still, Would I be surprised to hear that it took somebody 4 years to get to just the second rank, which only 25% of the company are in? Absolutely not.
So actually introduced me to it. She had messaged me a couple days before we did this call, and she said, "Hey, like," and I knew she was an RN, and I was in nursing school to be a nurse too. We pretty much have like the same life. And yeah, and so she was like, "Oh my God, I just started this health and wellness business. I'm so excited about it. Can I practice this call with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Like, that's awesome." But I actually didn't see in the text that she had said that it was Arbonne. So I hopped on the call.
Probably because she didn't. They usually omit the name of the company. So I wouldn't be surprised. Because, like, if you're reading the text, how do you miss that? Probably because she didn't put it in there.
With her. It was like a Saturday morning. I was in my pajamas. And so she said, "Have you ever heard of Arbonne before?" And I was like, "Oh, like I didn't know this was like one of those calls." And I immediately was judgmental. I was like, "Why is she doing this? Like she's a nurse." And I had kind of heard of Arbonne before. Like I knew that they had like a greens powder that I saw at my friend's house. Um, and yeah, I just had a guard up for sure. Like I thought, I was like, I will never do anything like this. Like I was definitely someone who judged people who did things like that. Um, I thought it was for like stay-at-home moms, which now like that's me. But yeah, I was like kind of judgmental and like thought that people only did it for the hobby. Um,
Wait, you were judgmental of it because you thought it was a job for only stay-at-home moms? Why would you judge that? Why is that the thing you're judging? Unless she's trying to, like, word her way around MLM. I didn't believe in MLMs. I thought it was something that people only did as a hobby and didn't make money. I'm gonna read through her weird judging of moms, stay-at-home moms, and doing business from work. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Work from home business ideas. Like, I don't think that's what she meant because that would be a weird thing to judge. Unless she does judge stay at home mom jobs, which are a thing. Like, moms can find work from home. That's a thing. That's not the thing we judge on. However, going to an MLM where they take major advantage of stay-at-home moms, that's a problem, and that's something to absolutely judge.
so yeah, I went on the call and I definitely had a guard up. But what I found is when I actually listened more about what she had to say and more about the company, I actually love the ingredient policy. I've been super passionate about health and wellness for like as long as I can remember. So I loved what she was saying about the ingredients and the values of the company. And I was like, okay, this is something I can maybe get.
Yeah, because they fluff it up and they make it sound amazing. It's all talk. That's what it is. And if you don't know any better, I can understand falling for it. If you trust the person on the other end, you trust the person who sent you this call, you trust the person who's speaking, I get it. But they fluff it up.
Behind, like maybe use the products. And when they talked about the business, I was like, hell no. Like, I will never do anything like this. Like, that's great she's doing this, but I will never. Like, I had the biggest fear of public speaking. I like never saw myself as a business person. And I would
What's great is you're still not. If you're in an MLM, you're not a business person.
never do anything like this. I was like, I'm going to be a nurse. Like, this is the best of the best and gonna work for the Yukon government until I get my pension. But even saying that, like, I knew that that was not truly what I wanted. And when they presented this opportunity to me, it was something that had never been presented to me before. The ability to work on your own time, to be your own boss, to be able to travel and work from wherever you wanted to. This was a life that, like, a light bulb went off, and I was like, oh my God, like, this is exactly what I want to do with my life. Not necessarily Arbonne. I didn't know that at the time, but I was like, this is the life that I want. Like, that would be amazing to be able to do that on the side of nursing, or one day, like be a stay-at-home mom and nurse when I wanted to. Because I like nursing. I just didn't know if it was like my passion and something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Yeah. So I was like, that sounds amazing as an opportunity. And like, why wouldn't I say yes to this? Like, I was at a time in my life that I was struggling. I was working 2 jobs on top of being in full-time intensive nursing school. It went like right through the summer. So it was very intense and like full on. So I had like no social life, was struggling with some anxiety and depression issues. And so this was just like a super positive thing that was presented to me. It had to do with health and wellness, which I knew was my passion. So I was like, sure. Like I had no money to spend, but I ended up getting the full 30 days healthy living program and the skincare line just because I had this gut feeling that
You had no money to spend, no extra money, and somehow you found this money, which the 30 days to healthy living is like 400 something dollars. And then plus you got the skincare thing, which I don't know that off the top of my head, but let's say 200? That's probably correct. So $600. You didn't have any extra money and you just threw $600 at a maybe let's see opportunity because they made it sound great and wonderful and the best thing ever. It's scary that they can convince people to do this. It's very scary.
I was like, this sounds awesome and it's so positive. Like, I'm just going to say yes and just see what happens. Like, I really don't care. I have nothing to lose. So,
You do have something to lose. The money that you put into this. That's something to lose. If I don't have extra money, I have that to lose.
I signed up and yeah, it's been a journey for the last 4 years. I promoted to the
So I was right when I first made that comment about her. It's taken her 4 years to get to the second rank, where they average $1,250. And then, as far as I know, in the first year, she spent like $600.
second level in the company, which is district manager. I have earned one of the AIT trips I earned last year. So every year you can earn 2 different trips. It's usually to somewhere tropical. But yeah, I earned the trip and I just kind of have worked this business, same as kind of just alongside nursing. It actually allowed me to go down to part-time nursing 2 years ago, I think, where I had my Arbonne business as like a side income, where I didn't have to go to nurse like 12-hour shifts 4 times a week. It was only 3 days a week. And yeah, I just remember when I did that, I was like, whoa, this is a real thing. Like if I work this more, I could make some really huge changes in my life. So yeah, the last couple of years I've been pretty comfortable financially, and just
Thanks to your nursing job, though, I don't feel like you've been comfortable financially thanks to Arbonne. I really don't think your nursing job and your Arbonne job are anywhere close financially. Like, I just don't see it that way.
with my business, just kind of dabbling in it. Like I have a big client base and I've built this business over the last 4 years to what it is.
It's crazy that she's saying she has a big client base. Maybe she doesn't want to have people underneath her, which I could totally understand, and maybe just a lot of people purchase and she gets a pretty decent commission from just selling the products. That's not an issue to me. Like, if people just focused on selling the product and getting commission from that, that's not an issue. But the only way she was probably able to rank up is from having people underneath her. That's where we have the problem.
Now, but I'm not like an area manager. Like I haven't fully like jumped in and
Okay, so the first woman is in the third rank of the company, and who knows how long she's been in. And again, what were they averaging? Like $7,000 in a year? Where is this life-changing money? How these people have to be inflating things a little bit, and obviously in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, they have not been able to quit their job that they talk about wanting to quit. They're saying, I could maybe, I'm hoping, I'm working towards. It's like, it's been years. It's been years.
gone for like earning the car or like going to the top of the company because I've just been comfortable. But one thing that has happened to me over the last couple of years is impact has hit. It's also hit we always kind of talk about this in this business, like build for impact because you never know when it's going to hit you. So I lost a family member who was really close to me. It was my sister, full disclosure. So that was kind of like I could not work. Like it happened suddenly. I had to take like 5 months off work, just yeah, because I just couldn't go to work. And with nursing, it was like triggering. So I took that time off. I think it was leave without pay. So I did have my Arbonne business there all the way through that. And that really showed me like, oh my God, like things are going to happen to us in life. Like, what is your backup plan? So that was something that I could work while I was on that leave when I was struggling. I also had a baby last year in March. So I've been on maternity leave, and this has been something that I can work on my maternity leave in the nooks and crannies of my life. And I'm so grateful for that now. And I'm just realizing like saying yes to something I was so unsure about a couple years ago, like not knowing what my life would look like a couple years from then. And now like really being able to work that into whatever happens in my life. I'm so grateful for it. So yeah, now I am at the point where I was supposed to go back to work in January to nursing, but I made the choice to stay home and I actually quit my government job. And again, like I'm not making crazy money in my Arbonne business. I'm going to be full disclosure, like but it's still income that's coming in. And I know that I have that potential to like make an like essentially an infinite amount of income in this business just from working from home, like being present with my son and just looking at him. I'm like, I cannot go back to full-time working right now. I might one day because I love working and I love having a purpose. Um, and like talking to adults, like it's different going to work, but I love that my Arbonne business, I can still do that. I can still help other moms who want to have more time, more choice in their life, who want to travel.
I understand her wanting to take a step back from her nursing career. I totally get it. But it's like she clearly went into nursing as a way to actually realistically help people. That is a career that helps people. That is a career that helps change people's lives for the better, not Arbonne. Arbonne only takes advantage of people. And she probably doesn't see it, and she probably has believed in and eaten up the lie of like, this is what you should do, just put more into your Arbonne business, and the more you put in, the more you'll get out of it. And it's like, I mean, she said that it's been like months that she hasn't been working. She's probably been putting in as much time and energy as she can into Arbonne, and she's still only the second rank of the company. Still, after this long.
Want to be able to work from their cell phone while they're at the playground, be able to work in evenings and spend the whole.
But you can do that without being part of an MLM. That exists, and I don't know if you don't know that there's other options out there, but there are. There are so many other options than an MLM if you want to work from your phone, work from the park, work from your home. That exists. That's out there.
With their kids, like that is huge to me. And so I'm so excited for the next couple months, like actually not having a job to go back to and having to work this business now more than ever. So yeah, that's kind of my story. That's where I'm at. And I hope that wasn't too long either. But I'll pass this back over. Or no, sorry, it's me still. Okay, so I'm going to chat a little bit about Arbonne as a company. For those of you who have never heard of Arbonne, don't know anything about it. So I'm going to pull up and share my screen. Just trying to do this.
Okay. I love your story so much. It's so good that you mentioned impact you, because it does happen to everybody. And how special that you had that opportunity to still, not have to worry financially because you took off that 5 months from work. And not all work, like
I don't think she said that she didn't have to worry financially. I think she said she still did, because she said she's not making crazy money in Arbonne, but there is income coming in. I mean, what, $3, $10?
you said, it was leave without pay. Like not all work supports people through times like that.
Totally. And just with like the world changing, like you don't know when you're going to lose your job, like COVID, for example, like this,
But that works the same way with an MLM. Like, you don't know when you're going to derank. You could derank tomorrow because maybe you didn't sell as much the previous month. Maybe 10 people left the business underneath you, and now you've deranked and you're not making as much money. So it works the same way.
we had our business all the way through COVID, and who knows what's going to happen. Like this business is always there for you. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
Totally. And even if it does, I mean, it's been around for, well, you're going to speak to that, but I was just going to say, like, if you're making, what we know is, the potential for this, you can be putting money away too and really getting ahead. Like this
Exactly.
business gives you potentially a lot more than most people's jobs.
Exactly. Even if you are working and then you're putting money away, like $500 a month, $200 a month, like that could be like a trip a year for your family, like just by having this side Arbonne business.
Yeah, but what, selling it to your friends and family? Just ask your friends and family for $200 a month. Like, I don't know. Don't take advantage of people for $200 a month. That's not worth it.
Okay, so
Totally.
we jump into the products and the company. So, what is Arbonne? We're a 43-year-old company. We've been around, 43 years, which is crazy in the network marketing arena. We're considered actually a legacy network marketing company because most network marketing companies don't actually make it past the 10-year mark, which speaks volumes to Arbonne. And we've been gluten-free, dairy-free,
And why don't they? Maybe dive into that a little bit.
screened out over 2,000 toxic ingredients from our products since the beginning. So our founder was this guy named Peter Mork in the picture here. His vision was to create a company where the brand embodied holistic wellness, sustainability, and for people to flourish in their careers and their health. And that's like, if he could, he's passed away now, but if he could see what Arbonne looks like now, he would see that that's truly coming true. So basically,
I'm looking at their pictures just up in the corner there. Doesn't it kind of look like they're in the same room? Like maybe just like they're like sitting like desks like or computers like face to face, like one here and then one there. I don't know. It just kind of looks like they have a very similar setup.
our approach is, sorry, I have some notes here. I actually switched them. So basically, it's a holistic approach to the beauty and well-being field. We focus on the whole person from the inside out. If you don't know what holistic means, that's kind of what it is. And you can see there's this little wheel, which I love. So it's kind of like whatever you're putting in your body is like contributing to what you're putting out. So it's like a wheel of holistic wellness. And that's really what Arbonne is all about. We focus a lot on like the gut brain connection because it's all connected, which I love. And that was something that hooked me on the company right away. I was like, yep, I love that. And I still am so proud to be able to represent a company that represents that. So as far as products, we have tons of different products. We have literally every single line of products that people use pretty much, except for like cleaning products. So we have nutrition, skincare, body care, and makeup. We have a men's line, we have a baby line. So basically anything that you put on your skin, you can use an Arbonne product for that. And also the global wellness industry is huge. It's booming. It's something that is like never going away. So this is something that also attracted me when I started my business. I was like, these are consumable products and they have all the products that I use. So if anything, I can start using these products, have a one-stop shop. I don't have to go.
Yeah, but you're having to pay so much more for something that you were previously using. Like if you're paying like $3 for some lotion, maybe not three. We'll say like $8 for a bottle of lotion. Probably at Arbonne, it's like $15 to $18. So you're paying even more. Doesn't make sense to me. And also, there's healthier alternatives to things on the market that are cheaper. And you're not promoting an MLM or supporting an MLM when you buy those products at the grocery store. But we know they hate big box stores. They're awful. They're the worst. Blah, blah, blah. You're not making money by buying that product. And it's like, neither are you.
In Walmart and pick out products and I'm like, what's gonna work? Like, I don't know. And then I end up like not using it, buying more. So I'm essentially just wasting my money on products that are not serving me in any way.
The internet exists, right? And you can do research on products that align with what you want. That exists. It's a tool. Instead of just blindly believing somebody that comes to you and is like, hey, we have everything that you could ever want. And you're like, okay.
Okay, so that's a little bit about the products and our background. I'm going to take over and she's going to talk about Arbonne as a business and take it away.
Yeah, love that. Okay, you guys, so why Arbonne? For this slide, it just could not say it more perfectly. So like I said, we take a holistic approach that really looks at the whole person, which we love. So it's encompassing, people's mind, body, skin. We have clean products that deliver results, and like Tina said, super important that we have multiple product categories, because then we have something that we can offer everyone. It means that regardless of what someone's going through, regardless of what they're using, we can offer something that might be of less, toxic ingredients, something that can support them regardless of what they're using. So we love that. Has a business opportunity that promotes healthy living, which is really important. We need that in this day and age, and fosters a positive mindset because of that mind body skin connection, like I said, because we are living that healthy lifestyle and empowering others to do so. We focus a lot in this company on building your mindset, and hence the mind body skin connection. And there's tons of trainings of, empowering calls and
brainwashing calls and repetitive trainings that you have heard over and over and over again, hoping to hear just something slightly different that might actually lead to making you some money, but it never does.
Just the sense of community in this company is incredible, and
I've never heard of a community in an MLM. This must just be unique to Arbonne. That's very fascinating.
actually quite well known for that, the sense of community. So we love that. And then we also have a really competitive compensation plan and a global team opportunity. We're currently in 6 different countries right now, and we continue to grow. So for the compensation plan, obviously go to earnings.arbonne.com to see a little bit more about that. And then a big thing is, why now? So working habits are changing, you guys. I'll just read one of these stats because it is really great to know, I think. Gig workers accounted for estimated 1.7 million Canadian workers in 2016. 15% of those Canadian workers generated their income from being self-employed in 2018. So 15% is a lot. And this is when you say like generated their income, like that's like generated their their income. This isn't even.
Yes, actual self-employed people who have probably started their own business or done some sort of something else online that's not an MLM. Like they're actually self-employed. It has nothing to do with an MLM.
Talking about the percent of people that are bringing in money that contribute to their income. So that's a huge amount. And Forbes actually just announced that social networking is going to be one of the highest paid jobs in 2023. And quite honestly, that's just the way of the world right now. Social entrepreneurship really is a growing industry, and more people are using social media to stay informed, find solutions. 92% of consumers trust the recommendations of people that they know directly. So to be able to share those things on social media, use that as an outlet for that, is really time leveraging, and it's just becoming a way to allow people to live those lives that they want, the more flexible lifestyles. Global wellness is booming. It's a $4.2 trillion business and growing. And so global wellness, nutrition and skincare are huge industries, and we have 2 of those. Mentioned the B Corp certification. We actually have a really high score on the B Corp list, and it is in the nutrition and skincare category. So global wellness, because it is booming, obviously, we're here to stay. We've been around for 43 years. So to have a company that is really perfected essentially the nutrition and skincare game is pretty incredible to be a part of. So independent consultants, which share the products we love with their network of consumers in person and online, and earn a commission off of the product sales they sell. So this is not, you don't make money from signing people up, you guys. It's literally a percentage of product sales. And this is exactly.
But you still get money from having people underneath you. You still get a commission of your team's sales. So yes, you may not get like a bonus of signing people up or get a certain specific number from signing people up. I understand that, but you still make money from having people below you. So you do make money off of people. You can word it however you want, but if you're making money from the people below you, from their hard work, and then from the people they get below them, you get a commission of their sales, you are making money from the people below you.
How other stores, businesses work. You know, when you go into a grocery store, it's actually almost better. Like when you go into a grocery store, the cashiers are likely making less than the managers at the store. And so here, you know, when the products are sold, you just straight up make a commission on the products sold. And at different levels, you basically get bonuses, and you get more percent for essentially having more people on your team.
You just described what the exact problem is. Is that the more people you have underneath you, you have more of incentive to get more people underneath you. I don't know what the managers of a grocery store have to do with anything, but you make money from having more people underneath you. So you have an incentive to get more and more and more and more people underneath you, which, in a roundabout way, sounds like what exactly?
So the best way to share these products is, like I just said, through events, through social media, online meetups. You know, you can do one-on-one coffee dates. And what we have a lot of fun doing is putting on educational events, you guys. And it really doesn't feel like work, which is so fun. And we just love this so much. You know, we both have a nursing background. We both love health and wellness. So to be able to put on these events that educate people a little bit more on certain topics, you know, we've done topics on gut health, on skincare, on, you know, nutrition as a whole, on your mind, body, skin connection. And this is super cool to be able to educate people on that. And you guys, you know, at the end of the day, if you're not, your end goal here is not always a sale. Your goal in this company and as this business is making connections. And that is such a feel good aspect of this company. We really do strive to make connections with people, educate people on how to live a healthy lifestyle. And if they so choose to use our products, then that's amazing. That helps us out for sure.
Yeah, that's how you get paid. That is the whole point of talking about the opportunity side of this. The business side of this is because people want to learn how to make money, and then to say, like, your whole goal is not to make a sale. Like, don't be selfish about that. You're just teaching people about the wonders of Arbonne and the health and wellness world. And it's like, stop that. Like, and I get why you say that, because people probably won't make money in this. People will not see any sort of money in this. So you have to convince them that they're not in it for the money. They're just in it to teach people about health and wellness, which is like, if people wanted to do that, they could just do that without having to spend a bunch of money in Arbonne products.
But we really are here to do good for the planet, and for the people. So I love that's one of Arbonne's main philosophies. So how to earn. So like I just said, the commissions on your personal sales. And then you also make commissions from the product sales by your team, which is called the override. So that's what I was saying. The sales of your team, you make a certain percent on them as you go up in your promotions. And they are actually changing a part of our compensation plan, which we don't know the details of it yet, but basically
it would be crazy to know the details of the company that you say is your own business. That's crazy.
In this company, one thing that we really love is that you have to be working a certain amount in your personal business to be able to actually get paid on the product sales of your company. So this just protects the people coming into your business. You don't have to worry, if I start a business with, like, am I going to be working a whole bunch of hours and they're just going to benefit from me? No, we have to also be working a certain amount to be able to earn certain commissions. And everyone says, well, that's a pyramid scheme. But you guys, this is how all businesses work, really and truthfully, to be honest. Like, that is how business works.
Yeah, you have to hit a certain sales quota in order to maintain your rank so that you can get the commission, the certain commission percentage from the people below you. That makes sense. And then also, like, you put it out there that it was a pyramid scheme. Nobody else said it. You didn't even have to bring it up. And the fact that you have to defend your business against being a pyramid scheme, maybe take a step back and hear what you're saying, because you understand that it sounds kind of sketchy. And then you're going to go about this roundabout way, like every business has that because of the shape of the blah, blah, blah. And it's like, in order to make money, people just go into work, they clock in, they have either a base rate or they have a salary, and they go in, they do their job, and they know they've made that money. Versus in an MLM, you're like, well, I know I have to hit this certain sales quota in order to make this percentage of my team. I need to have this many amount of people underneath me in order to make this amount of money. So there's a major difference. One pays you to work. The other, you're also paying to work for this company. At the very beginning, you have to pay to work for this company. You don't have to pay to work for other companies. There's also a difference there.
So you go in somewhere to any store and you are earning, the store, the business, the owner, whatever, is earning a commission off of the products sold. And so I would just encourage you to, move away from that mindset of like,
I guess in a roundabout way, yes. But like, are you talking about the commission base? Because like, I've worked a job where I had a base rate and I got commission. So I got commission. It was a very small commission. It was 1% on every single purchase, but I still got paid an hourly rate. So there's also the difference there is I got paid, and also I didn't pay in to work for this job. I got paid to work for this job. I got paid to promote certain products because, yeah, it benefited me to upsell them on the more expensive things. But I still got paid for it. And I also, every single person that came in, I didn't ask them if they also wanted to work for the company that I was working for.
You're getting paid from like what your team's doing. Well, yeah, if you think of having all these little franchises of stores in like 5 different towns, of course you're.
The fact that you have to keep coming up with all these, like, well, look at them, they do this, look over there, why are you not mad at them? And it's like, why are you so defensive?
Going to earn a commission off of all those little stores. What do you mean? You're only going to earn a commission off of the one store that you physically work at? No, because you're pouring into all of those stores. You're teaching people how to run that business. You're teaching people how to uphold that business, how to show up, how to educate people, how to essentially like advertise your product in these different franchises. Of course you're going to make a commission off of that. That is how business works. So that is how our business works. Your franchise is essentially all these other people working with you on your team. So I encourage you to look at it like that. And then also we have our additional awards offered at every level, which is something that both really, really love, because as nurses, which is a highly demanding job, you don't get paid many, or you don't get any offers or recognition. So you get awards at every level, which is amazing. You can earn a free trip to a tropical place twice a year. Has earned it, actually. Worked her butt off for it.
Earn free. You earn something for free.
Which is incredible. Every year, once you're at the top of the company, you get sent to Maui in January. You get recognition. We have a recognition website, so your name gets up there. You don't get that in many jobs, you guys. And to have that kind of like
no, you know what's crazy? They pay you. They pay you money.
Validation, recognition is super amazing. So I love that. So making healthy living your business. Basically with this company, you guys, you can run your business on the go from your phone anywhere. You just essentially share the products you love and earn money from the product sales. And that is what this company is. You support each other through, teams, team meeting, connections, all that stuff. And we just share a vision to, live a healthy lifestyle, live that life that you want. So thank you guys so much. We're running out of time here, but I just wanted to say, if you could just, if you were doing what you're doing right now for the next 5 years, where would you be in 5 years? And just encourage you to take a look at that and think about what we've chatted about today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we hope that this was helpful for you guys and you guys learned a little bit. So we're open to questions, and thank you guys for showing up.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye, Arbonne ladies. I was just reading the end there where she goes to the last slide and it said, in 2021, in a typical Canadian Arbonne independent consultant made between $0 and $250. Ooh, sign me up for that. In a year, $0 and $250. Great business. I was so right in the beginning of this video when I said that these opportunity calls underplay so much what they have to do in these MLM businesses. So many times it's like you just share about the products you love, you just share about the health and wellness, you just have a passion for health and wellness and just share about the products and blah blah blah. It's like it's a lot more than that, because you need to also understand that you have to sell a product in order for the sharing to even mean anything. And then to say, like, yeah, you get commission based off of the more people you have underneath you. Yeah, you do. And that's a problem. You should be able to just make money based off of, and good money based off of selling the product, because you are the advertisers for these MLMs. Most MLM companies don't advertise because they don't need to, because all of their independent consultants, all of their independent contractors are doing it for them. Why spend any money on advertising, which companies spend billions a year advertising, when people pay to advertise this business for you and be the customer? It's honestly a win-win when it comes to being higher up, like creating an MLM. You're like, well, I created this, I have products, and then I have people pay in to advertise for me. I mean, it's a genius idea for like the CEO, the real CEO. Garbage people who do that, because you're just taking advantage of people. But, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Also, the whole defending against being a pyramid scheme and like, yeah, well, see, we have to do this. I don't see what the problem is. It's like, you don't see what the problem is while you're defending your company against being a scam? That's the problem. Circle back around that. And then one last comment I want to make is she said at the very end, like, where would you be in 5 years? Think about where would you be in 5 years, like, if you just kept doing the same thing you were doing. And I'm like, wasn't the person, the other person on the call with you, haven't they been in the business for 4 years? And they're only at the second rank of the company? So they're nowhere really anywhere different than they were 4 years prior. We're coming up on that 5th year. One would think that they would be maybe at least the second highest rank after 5 years. One would think, because that's life-changing money. That's life-changing when it comes to certain things. I mean, life-changing money is, again, it depends on where you are necessarily in that rank, because you could be making the average, which I think was like $39,000. Again, it's nice. It's nice money, but it's not ultimate life-changing travel to multiple European countries every single year, that's for sure, which is kind of what they make it out to be. But again, with this opportunity call, it's all just fluff to make the opportunity, to make the business sound amazing, wonderful, and easy, when we know, when we go into team calls, how much work, how much dedication, and how much money needs to be used in order to do anything, and then you still get nothing out of it. How people keep joining these, I don't know. I guess they just fall for the fluff. Alright, you guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything Arbonne in the comments below, and until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!